Just move my washing out of the way. Very good idea. No, don't anyone look at the Discord because it isn't there anymore, so I don't know why I've put that up. What did we have in here? Let's see if this is working, because I haven't got a clue if it's on or not. Got it working. Oh, but is it working? Oh yeah, it's live. It says one's watching, it says no one's watching on here. Refresh says the same now. So I should wait. Have a look at my thing that I was gonna. I'm trying to get my washing out the mirror and it's still there. Right. Still stuff on the table, but never mind. I'll just wait a minute and see who comes in. I'll check my notes actually because I can't remember what I was supposed to be talking about, apart from a couple of things. Because it was a couple of days ago I was supposed to be doing it. Today, I don't know what's going on with this. I did it in a plat and then I did this with it, so it's a bit frizzy. 3 people in, hi! Who else is there? Same 3 people, so I wrote a load of stuff down that I can't remember what I wrote down. That's why I said it's good to have a journal so you can write stuff in, because like I'm forgetting now what I actually wrote down. I think the chat we're supposed to be on the other day was a bit about dissension symptoms, and if you're new and you don't know what I'm talking about, it's okay, it doesn't matter. If you resonate, you resonate. If you don't, you don't. But it'll be a bit mixed as well. So just a couple of things that I'd noticed that someone else said that I thought I was wondering about this as well, because I thought it was pretty weird. And I can't remember. And I will be doing some chats on expectations. Maybe your expectations of others, which is hard. And the biggest thing is other people's expectations of you. Shouldn't be so bothered. Being spiritual doesn't mean you're weak, because some people will look at you like you're a doormat. That'll be another chat. And I'm new here. I subbed after seeing a Tesla video you did. Oh, I'll talk about Tesla in a minute. What my big thing with Tesla is. I love Tesla. And then I will be doing a chat on bullying and trolling, because it needs to be addressed. Bullying on YouTube as well. You know, one of them chats. But Tesla, if you are new, I love Tesla. He was for humanity. And I'll just sort of say this quickly now. There's 5 in, so come and say hi. A lot of people know that I'm a QAnoner. I like Trump, and if you do, you do, and if you don't, you don't. It doesn't matter. We don't have to argue about it, you know. It's just people's different perceptions. Hi. And through Trump, if you didn't know, Trump's uncle knew Tesla and had a few notes that went missing on Tesla. Tesla wanted free energy for the world, for humanity, but Edison didn't. He wanted to put a meter on it, which he did, and he didn't invent the light bulb, and his current was a bad current, Tesla's was a good. Tesla put the current through himself. Yeah, he was great, and Owen Benjamin was talking about him the other day. He put the current through himself, didn't do anything. Edison put Edison's current through animals, dogs, cats, and electrocuted an elephant, and said it was Tesla's. Like, that side do blame it on everybody else. What they do, like, sorry if you're into the Democrats, but I'm not. That side, the wrong side, the dark side, the whatever side, they like to blame things on other people. They mirror everything and say it's everybody else, because that's what they do. Wish we had a leader like him in England. Well, Trump is doing a lot around the world, and that's why he came over to the UK to have a word with the Queen. For people who know on the Q side, and sort of, you know, I can't really explain that all now if you don't know about it, but we who know. But that's why they pump out in the media that he's this, that and the other, and he isn't. But mainstream media just regurgitate their agenda on every channel, and the sleeping sit there and lap it up. But, you know, there you go. But Tesla was a good man. He wasn't interested in money. He was interested in, he loved what he did. He wanted it for humanity. Why not? Energy is free. Hi, Red Eye Jedi. Energy is free. Yeah, fake news. Yep, fake news. Energy is free. Why are we paying for it? They just get richer and we get poorer. But things are changing, as a lot of us know. Changing. Still shit happening, but things are changing. And this is the card I pulled out the other day that a lot of people in the spiritual side are talking about. Looks pretty scary, doesn't it? The card, Kali. I think it's Kali. The Tower. But things have to be. This is like death and destruction. So people get freaked out, like death and destruction. Hi! People get freaked out, death and destruction. And they think the worst. A bit like that side, you know, the Agenda 21 side. They putting stuff out about the globalist elites. Yeah! Oil company, yeah. And a lot of us know about that. They make man-made wars to make money and all, you know, all that stuff we know about. But when they put the apocalypse out, well, the apocalypse is happening, or the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. It's the end of their world as they know it. It's the end of the old system. The old guard's falling down right as we speak. Or you could call it energies, because we are all energy and everything is energy. Hi, Rachel. Beautiful weather when Trump was here. Yeah, and Trump said, if anyone heard, beautiful weather wherever I go. It's always sunny. And then he's gone now and it's shit. So can you come back, please, with that blanket of cloud, even though it's breaking up a little bit. But I'll shut up now. Yeah, it's all right. So Kali the card, death and destruction. People see, some people, it's that perception, will go, oh, death and destruction. No, death of the old ways. Destruction needs to happen, bringing down the systems, you know, the old systems that do not work for us and never have done, and they work for them. And then we have a rebirth and making everything new. So to some people it's pretty scary, because, a bit like leaving the EU, which isn't scary, is because we're not used to it. It's like, what's going to happen? Is the economy going to fall down? Hi from Long Island, is the economy going to fall down? Well, Trump's building it over there, but America's free now from the UK, because the UK's pretty naughty, isn't it? If you know what I'm talking about. Not us the people, those in charge. And like I've said before, you go to a new job, you're a bit worried, are you going to like the people? It's all the unknown. But we have to have this destruction because it's never worked for us for centuries. They've been controlling. So this is the card I pulled out. I've seen a lot of other people who do cards and stuff on YouTube pulling the same sort of card out. As we say, the tower falling, a bit like Notre Dame, you know. But we have to have this for change. You can't have change without destruction of something, even though it could look bad to everybody out there. Hi, Miss Elizabeth. Feel like doing this, watch. Hi, Miss Elizabeth. You know, V for Vendetta. I think that's what's happening, folks. So it is a good card, though some will look at it different, because it's different people's perceptions of things. People's perception of the news is those that think it's true will see it as true, get mad about it because they think it's true, when we all know it's fake news. Well, a lot of us do. So this is what's happening. Everything is energy. We're energy, everything's energy. The old energies are getting blasted out and the new energies are coming in. And I'll tell you about that in a bit, because I've got some good news. Good news, manifestation, people. And I will pull some cards after. So today, I am talking about the twinkles and the ascension, whether you're into it or not. Think I'm batshit crazy or not, doesn't really matter. I don't care. Little Legs did this today. He's been doing a bit of art. It's a tie, because I actually forgot it's Father's Day on Sunday over here in the UK, and it's a tie, so, you know, for his dad. So I was like, oh, just living a little time. So that's that. Anyway, the other day I was supposed to come and do this chat. Couldn't get on here. So I got help with it before. So I wrote down in my little handmade diaries that I make, well, not diaries, journals that I make, that I'll be making some more to sell. Yeah. Sparkles blue. So I'll have to go into this because I can't remember what I wrote because it was a couple of days ago. But it was basically about, I believe, myself, my perception, so if people don't believe it, it's fine, that people say when you see things on YouTube, you get a lot of things recommended. Obviously, when you've been watching something, you'll get things recommended to you. We know how all that works. Algorithms and things like this. But I'm on the perception that also, because everything's energy, things can get sent to you from elsewhere to make you see these channels that you are resonating with. Don't know if anyone else thinks like that, but I do. And then when I watch them, it's like, the two women lately were witchy. And they were really good on the Higher Self channel. And I loved it because I'm a little bit witchy and have those sort of things because it's all intentions. Some people pray, some people do intentions, but it's if what your intentions are. Are you for the dark side or are you for the light side? You know, that dual thing, because that's what it is, yin yang. We live in a dense world down here in 3D, and it is either one or the other. Dualism, or whatever you call it. I'm saying the right word. But anyway, because I've been looking at this stuff now, people know, if you've seen it, a lot. I talk about the ascension now and again, as in people go on about the twinkles and the sparkles. And someone said the other day, and that's fine because they didn't know, and people will ask, oh, have you not thought that it's glitter? And I'm not getting at that person, and I was like, no, it's not glitter, though I have a lot of glittery stuff. It's not makeup. A lot of women think it's makeup because they'll touch their hands, the face, if you wear makeup. You can go and have a shower, you can scrub your hands, it'll come back. It's doing it now. It seems to be more when I'm vibrating more on a happy, positive frequency, seen as it's all to do with energies of how we get affected by people's energies, the energies above and the energies below. We've got earthly energies and cosmic energies as above, so below, as I've said before. So we get affected by people's moods, we get affected by the planet's energies, and we get affected by Earth's as well. And if she's in turmoil, we're in turmoil. That's, to me, how it works. Oh, he's just given me a little bunny rabbit. Oh, well, thank you. I don't know how to say your name, but I just love it when people subscribe just because I like to see the bunny rabbit. So thank you very much, whoever that was. Thank you. So it's all about that sort of thing. So people have seen when I've tried to show my twinkles, and if you don't know, maybe you need to go on some other channels and see, like T. Taylor. I'm trying to think off the top of my head who talks about it, if anyone in here remembers. Lisa, no, who's the lady? Someone Ascendance Brown. Lisa Ascendance Brown? Doesn't sound right, is it? So let me have a look. Talk about it. But the funny thing was, our bodies are supposed to be changing with the energies and the frequencies to be going to be, because when we think of we're beings, we're human beings, we are spiritual beings, and I believe we always were, and that's what we're going back to. You can't, when people go, oh, I'm spiritual, oh, you're not spiritual. We were always spiritual beings, I believe, my perception of things. So, yeah, Lisa Transcendence Brown, I think it is. I'm sure it is. Just let me check her channel out and you'll see her shine like a light beam. And I've joked before and said it's like Edward out of, what's it called, the vampire films? Twilight. You go in the sun and you twinkle. Yeah, Lisa Transcendence Brown. She talks about the ascension and that. So if you think about it, the people who are into all energies, if you sat here thinking, what is she talking about? It doesn't matter. You don't resonate. You might just want to listen. If not, go elsewhere and resonate somewhere else. If the energies are changing, then we must be changing our energies within ourselves. And I believe going back to what we were with how we use our energies. So when you, I see it sort of like, if you are vibrating on a high frequency, you can feel people's energies. Maybe we glow with, like, when you're feeling happy. You know, when people say, oh, you're glowing, like when you're pregnant, you're glowing. I think we always have done. And maybe you look a bit duller when you're not happy and you're glowing when you are. So, yeah, and I've not even got my big light on today. So I sort of see it like that. So I've noticed, since I've seen a lot of channels talking about the Ascension and looking at my skin myself, and it's coming on my arms now as well, and here is like, what are these little red spots everywhere that look like blood blisters, but they're not, they're under the skin. Yeah, mine has gone up since giving up gluten. That's what I think. When you start giving up more and more of the things they've programmed us to eat and stuff like that, and you become more lighter and more, I don't know what the word is, it comes on more. I'm drinking lots of water, and this is distilled, because that's like crystal fluid to me. Water is more than we know. We are made up of so much percentage of water, but they put crap in our water, and crap in our drinks to stop us from vibrating on a high frequency. And I did see something today on, it might have been Wormwood TV, and people have probably seen it before, but saying that California, I've seen a couple of videos today, they've been like the Petri dish and doing, I'm not actually, I'll bring that up another time because it is disgusting, the water. But that's why Trump's saying now about clean water, clean air. So I believe that things that they try to cover the sun is to stop us. Yeah, have you got the red dots? I'll talk about the red dots in a minute. This is what I was going to talk about the other day. Covering up the sun, because we're like solar beings. We're supposed to get the sun. We're supposed to get light codes off it. That's why I don't believe you should be wearing sunglasses. It's supposed to come through your eyes. You get light codes. Everything works off photosynthesis. We do, plants do, everything. We are all the same. That's how I see it. Yeah, so the red dots, when I watched the Higher Self channel, which is a great channel because there's many different people on it, and you might resonate with some and maybe not with others. A lady who's a bit witchy, lovely, for the white side, for the light side, not for the dark side, you know, not black magic. I think it was witchy vibes on there. She was saying about the Ascension. She's got twinkles. So has the lovely, I can't remember her name, Holistic Realm. Oh, I can't remember what channel is, but everyone heard me talk about it the other day. She was showing her shiny skin on her legs and everywhere when she'd been in the sun. But I think it was the lady off Witchy Vibes channel said, I've got these red dots. And I've noticed them more and more. And they're like tiny red dots. Some of them have gone. Tiny red dots, like pinpricks, like someone's got a pinprick and gone like that. So they do look a bit like blood blisters, but they're not raised. They're under the skin. And they weren't there before. And there's loads of them. So to me, it's like your, what's the right word, your molecular system, I can't even say it, your system, it must be changing, something's going on. Now, the perception that some people will have, and that's fine if those people have that perception, and I think if you have that perception, then maybe that's what might happen to you, because you have that perception if you believe it, because it's like ask, believe, receive, is some people go, oh, it's the nanobots, you've got the nanobots and you've got this, and it's changing your system, turning you into a, I don't know. Well, my perception is we're getting more light in our systems. It's light frequencies, it's light codes, it's energy doing the thing that we're supposed to be doing, shining our light. So it is going to change our body. And this is why I think it's been going on for ages, because it's slowly doing it. People have had pains. The need pain's gone now. So, but I'm going to talk about things I've had. Now, some people might go, yeah, that's just a thing you get. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I don't think it is. So I had knee pains. I've got shiny hands and it's going on my arms and other places slowly. But I've noticed when I'm quite happy about something, it seems to come on more. I get tingles in the ends of my fingers. See, some people go, oh, that means you've got, no. I've been having funny eyes, as in focusing or thinking I'm seeing something or floating past or all this sort of stuff. Hi. Yeah, the red dots. Tingles on my head. I was thinking about something today, which I can't find the notes that I wrote down because I wanted to tell you, because I thought I must need to tell you. I was thinking about something that I wanted to come and talk about, and then I got to my front door because I was thinking about it in the street, like, oh yeah, and I got the ringing in my ears, like, you know, that in my right ear this time. Tingles in my fingers like energy. I get that sometimes if I want to pick a card, it'll go to my finger. Woke up with lots on my hand one morning and other body parts imperfect. V triangle, 3 dots. Oh. Yes, James, I'm doing well. So, yeah. But I just see it as frequencies. So when everyone's talking about, when everyone's talking about, oh, I was feeling really crap this week. This week feels, to me, this week it might not be to you, feels very, I don't know, serene, very, like the air's changing. Like, it's been dense and it's been heavy. But do you know what I heard someone say today? You know, when you're listening and you're not on your phone and you're just sort of being in the moment and looking at things. I like looking at flowers when I'm out. I heard a woman say, because this is what you've got to listen for. If you're on your phone and that, you won't hear it. I heard a woman say today, ooh, this weather, doesn't it make you tired? The dumbing down. I thought, oh, is she feeling the energies? So I was like, I've had some of those symptoms. Yeah, people are noticing we're all getting the same symptoms, so it can't be a coincidence, can it? So she said that. But I'm feeling this week, even with the weather, because it's a bit khaki at the minute since Trump went, needs to bring sunshine back, it just feels lighter. Does anyone think that? I personally feel it feels lighter, like something's shifted. Also, sometimes when you're feeling down or a bit less in energy and everyone's like, oh, I was feeling really bad last week, you've got to let it come in and go out. We're going with the flow. I was trying to say the other day that the energies we get from above affect us, their energies. So we've either got to go, this is what I was talking about, alchemy, when people go, oh, alchemy. I was always into that sort of thing because I like reading witchy books and stuff like that. Alchemy, turning lead to gold, turning the denseness. We're either going with the flow with the energies. When the energy's high, we're harnessed it and using it, you know, when the full moon, because if people don't know, it's not a satanical thing. Yeah, they use it for satanical rituals on the other side, but we can use it as well for the good. It's your intentions. So when these energies are in, you can either use them to benefit, you know, you and you know, Mother Earth and everything or whatever, but also we also have to transmute them or navigate around them. So if we know it's a bit of a crappy energy coming in retrograde or whatever's going on, that's when you've got to think, my body's telling me to relax. I don't want to go out with my friends tonight. I just don't feel like it. Do what you feel. Don't do what you think you've got to do, because that's how you'll sort of go with the flow. We go up, we do our manifesting, we do our high stuff, we've got loads of energy, we get that stuff done. We go down, we rest. We come up, we go down, like the Schumann resonance. We go down, we go up, we go down. That's what we do. We've got to learn to go with the flow. Maybe that's why they say that word, go with the flow. So I got to go with the flow tattooed on my foot. Yes, see, and this chat's just coming out random. I don't even know. I'm seeing us as, I've always loved butterflies. A lot of people do, you know. This was representing Mother Earth anyway, this tattoo, and I said I've not got it filled in on this side. I was supposed to be going back, but now I see it dark to light, you know, dark to light, where we go when we go on. The butterflies, I see us like butterflies. I see us as the caterpillars. We've been like, rolling around. And I've got a book on a caterpillar, and I'll have to show you another time. It's really good. This story I got a few years ago about caterpillars. They're all following each other up to this thing, and they're all climbing over each other, you know, like they do in the 3D. We are caterpillars. And then at some point, we go into like the hermit mode, where we're like the chrysalis mode, where we're like, oh, I'm retreating out of this, I don't know what's going on. And we sit there for a bit, collect information, do what we do, recharge, whatever. And then we come out as a beautiful butterfly. This is what's happening now, I believe. Yeah, we're cocooning. Now think of the film Cocoon. We are light beings, always we're spiritual, I like to say. You know, some people say we're here to play the game. We are, but like I said, it got infiltrated, whatever the word is, it got hijacked. We can't play it properly. We're meant to play it properly. That's why I said those that know what they've willingly been doing to us, I think they'll be getting their justice. Other people are worrying because they might have done something like, oh, I've ate this and it might have had that in it, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, but you didn't know. If you willingly knew since you were born about it, you wouldn't be doing it unless you wanted to be for that side. Then, sorry, you know, you're either getting transmuted or whatever, I don't know. So we're cocoons. So, no, they can't stop what's coming exactly because it's a cycle. And these cycles always happen. It can't be stopped. It's the way it is. It's the pattern of life. It's nature. They try to do these things against nature, against source, against God, whoever you want to call that. It's no, you know, not a nice game. No, not a nice game for them now, is it? Now the worm has turned, or should I say the caterpillar, because we're all emerging. We can see, we're thinking, what? Going in our little cocoons and we're coming out as beautiful butterflies. And it's like we've been in this time for ages and we're cocooning. And that's what's happening, you know. I've got to go now. Bye, thanks for coming in. Thank you. So that's how I see it. We're emerging. And the thing is as well is, I've said this before, there's lots of people out there that have known about this stuff for ages, you know, whether people are coming on board now. I've said this before, it is your path. You've got to do it the way you do it. If it's teaching, because that's what it is, we're learning lessons, we're learning to grow, and you never stop growing and you never stop knowing and you never stop learning. I had a discussion with someone the other day. Yes, it is easier for someone to come in and tell you exactly what to do, but that might not work for you because even though we're one, we are all different. And you've got to learn your lessons. How can someone else, I mean, it's sort of the same thing, but how can you over there tell me what to do when you didn't experience this? I've got to learn it the way I learn it, you know? So it's not going to be the same for everybody. And yes, it is hi Sue, it is nice for someone to help guide, because that's what people are doing on YouTube, but you can't tell someone the specifics of what to do, because how will you learn it? If you've cheated in a test at school and someone's given you the test answers, you're just going to go, oh yeah, you got the mark, but when it comes down to it, did you learn what you were meant to learn? That's all that we're doing. We're learning what we're supposed to do. We are cutting the ties of certain situations, which I'll be talking about again with the cycle of ancestral cycles of energy that is on you, and you're repeating it, and we're cutting all that karma, whatever, it's all the same words. We're breaking the cycle, you know. Not the natural cycle of life, these layers, I see it now as a layer that has been put on the matrix, a layer to keep us dumbed down and all this, that and the other. So I'm only dealing with positive peeps now. Exactly, Revel, and that is the thing I want to talk about as well, is we need more positive people. It doesn't matter what you're talking about. Positive people who are coming from love, who are not talking about, it's the energy. I was just saying this to someone, if you watch horror films, people might go, I like horror films. I've never liked horror films. You've got to be careful because some of that crap does happen out there, and it's a bad energy and it puts you in fear, and that is an energy that they feed off. It's an energy. So if you think about, the world's been a lot of death, wars, this, that and the other, people getting angry. They feed off that, and that's been going on for ages. We're bringing it back. We're pumping the positivity out so it can change and turn upside down to be the right side, because we've been up, we're a topsy-turvy world, and we've got to spin it back round again to what it was, because they revert everything. So when people say Earth is hell, well, it is in a way, you know, depending on how you look at it, but we're reversing it. And it's been going on for years, all this stuff. People have been working with the ley lines, different energies, and this is where I say people are different. There's people working with the ley lines, there's people meditating with the way they do it, there's people like me and others on YouTube doing music, doing things that they love, just pumping. Doesn't matter what you're talking about. You don't have to be meditating. There's good people doing that, but I think I meditate in my art. But because when I'm in my art and I love it, that is a positive frequency and energy going out to the ether and everybody else. So this is why they say do what you love, because you might not think you're doing anything. Like Revel, when you're making your music, you love your music, so you love it and it comes from the heart, so it goes out. So whatever you're creating, because we are the creator, our creator of our reality, that's how it works. So when you're in fear, because there's only love or fear, watching people who on TV who have channels, because this is what I'll be talking about as well on another chat about trolling and bullying, who are in negative, low energy, and people follow that sort of people because they love thriving off negativity. Why the hell would you want to thrive off negativity? Because these people, I believe, are that low in negativity themselves and self-loathing of themselves, and they're not happy. They love it when they can see other people hurting, and they're part of it, and it isn't nice. And they're never going to get anywhere. They're not going to move up the levels because they're doing this to other people. No, I haven't dyed my hair. It's because of the lighting. I haven't dyed it. It's got loads of grey in it. Silver at the front, which you can't really see. Big streak there. I actually went on a date today, and I was like, have you seen my grey hair? But they were like, no, it's really nice. I went on a date. So we'll see where that goes. And I've got something else to tell you at the end, which is good. I was starting to become like them, Dolly. This is the thing, Revel, is when you get too enthralled in even watching channels. I've done it where you're like, I want to go over and say, it's not this, it's not that. You start getting into that energy. So people are starting to realise that the more crap you watch, the more negative shit you watch, the more it'll drag you in. I've said this before, you need to move it out the way. You need to transmute it, to stop watching it. This is why I say go to the people who are high vibing on YouTube, wherever, people that you're meeting out, friends. You can stay away from friends for a bit that are low vibe, and you can make an excuse to go to the toilet when they're talking about something else where you're thinking, oh God, this is dragging me in. It's about positivity, being around positive. It's all about energy. If you're watching a channel and they're starting to slag someone off, do something, just get out of there. Even if it's a channel you like but someone's coming, just get out, because that's what it's about. Oh, thank you, Revel. But it's true, because then what it does is, if you haven't noticed, it brings your energy down. And it's something that will probably affect you after in your sleep or something. It's feeding off your negative energy. The more positive stuff you put out, the more you'll receive. Oh, I hope there was kissing all that. Might have been a little one. So, it is energy, but it's not easy, because every situation you go out in, friends, family, if they're not awake to it and they don't know everything works off energy, it's so hard. So I'm learning this, it is hard. I've got angry, but you can still be around these people. You've got to look at it like, forgive them, because they don't know what they're doing. They get enthralled in TV and what's going on Coronation Street and this, that and the other, and it's like, ugh. But you can always, if you're having a conversation somewhere and you've got to go somewhere and someone starts something, you think, I can't be bothered listening, make an excuse up and pretend you've gone to the toilet, something, and then you got lost on the way, just so when you come back to the conversation, hopefully they're not talking about it anymore, and try and get on a different conversation. And you don't even have to be red pilling people. It could just be, just pump some positivity out there. Yes, the subconscious catches everything. Yeah, so limit the low vibe. Exactly. But what I'm trying to say to people as well, it is hard. You'll always get pulled back, because something will go on to distract you. Someone will say something to pull you back in. So you've got to navigate. It's not easy. This path is not easy. I think it becomes more easy the further you ascend. And the ascending is being aware and knowledge and wisdom and all sorts of different words of, like, we're always learning. It's about learning and cutting them ties. Was your date awake? Yeah, my date's awake. Oh yeah, I can't date anybody who's not awake. I just couldn't. Can you imagine the conversation? It'd be like, yeah. And they like Trump as well, so that's good, because it wouldn't be good, would it? I mean, but no. Yeah, practice is the key. So I believe us who have only been awake for maybe a few years, or some people might have woken up, obviously the ones who've been awake for a bit, it's easier. But this is why those from way back have this thing of, well, I've been awake for ages. And I have said before, it is not a race. We're all doing it at different times. You've got to support those people. It's not this, I woke up when, you should be doing this. No, you should be doing it the way you want to do it. Like I said before, for anyone who's come in, you cheat on a test paper and someone else gives you the test, you are not learning anything. You are bypassing it and you are not learning it because you're cheating. So you are not going to really, you'll think you're there, but you are really not going to learn your life lessons of what you're supposed to be either cutting off, transmuting, navigating around, seeing it's a cycle that you're going to drop your karma and then other things are going to come in because you're not repeating this cycle that we're trying to cut down. It's hard to find awake. It is hard to find awake ones, but I see a lot of awake people, even if they don't have to be awake to like a great awakening, but they will get there, because if they're waking or they're slightly awake, they're going to look at other stuff, and that's how it starts. That's how I started. That's what happens. So, yeah. So, Sweet C, I could ask you, because I know you watch a lot of channels I watch. I was saying about the shiny hands, and I don't think it's going to show up now. Not unless I get my torch out. Who's had the red dots? Tiny little pinpricks. And also, Witchy Vibe said, which I've noticed, you can't tell on here because the light's on me. When I tan, I normally go red a bit and then I tan, but I'll read it in a minute. And I've noticed, obviously going out in the garden in the sun, I'm tanning easier and not burning. And she said that as well. I was like, I noticed that. And she said, her mum said, have you been to tanning? My sister said, have you got a fake tan on? Because I used to wear fake tan ages ago and I don't now. I was like, can't be bothered with all of that. Ugh. And she doesn't. I said, no. And I know you can't tell in this light because obviously the light's really on me here. But I've been picking up a tan easier than I did before. So something's happening, you know. So I don't know if anyone else has noticed the red dots. Yeah, it does. Let me see what you're all saying. I find it hard to find awake, guys. Lots of awake people, more and more. Yeah, that's what I see. It's your perception. I see a lot of people because of the stuff I watch and things. I'm hearing people. Lots of awake people, more and more. It's amazing. So many people talking about. Yeah, if you look over YouTube, everyone's talking about near enough the same thing, but different communities, but different wording. But even if they talk, it's all the same. It's all the same. I never burn. Yeah. It breaks my heart sometimes, Bella. Yeah, you've got to ignore them. Hi. I'm never going to start posting my... you've been having red dots as well. They look like pinpricks. I can't show you because you won't be able to see them, but they're like... I got the glitter on my arms now. They're like pinpricks. At first I was like, what's this going on? It must be... because I'm getting older, which people would say, wouldn't they, who don't understand what's going on of what I believe's going on. They'd say, oh, it's this, it's like, no, they just came on really quickly. It's not like I had them, and then they would come on and they were just like, ping, ping, ping. I was like, what is this? What is it? So if everyone's been noticing that, and has anyone been having eye issues? If anyone's been having eye issues, can you tell me what you've been doing? Because my eyes have been fuzzy. And like, I've got good eyesight, but like, as if I keep seeing things floating past or seeing something here, and I'm like, seeing like, say there's a thin veil, which there is, dimensions, I don't know, like moving a bit, and I've just got and that's just happened now. I've just got a tingle in my thumb. I keep getting tingles in my thumb, either this one or that one. It just happened now. And the tingles on your head, you know, like someone's going, and ringing in my ears today. Eyes keep going blurry. Mine do. Clearing up though, yeah. Eyes, rashes, oh my god, blurry and weird. Yeah, blurry and weird eyes. Like I can't explain what it is. Tingling. Same with my eyes. Sue, you've got it as well, you see. And I believe when you come across a channel who's talking about this stuff, you're getting codes, whether you believe it or not. So if anyone's been having tingles, like someone's doing this on your head, it's nice. It's like tingle, tingle, tingly thumbs. Tingly thumbs must have been the date. I felt tingle. Yeah. Yes, on eyes I see like genetic shapes. I feel like eyes. Oh, and I get that thing now and again where it's mainly when I go to sleep. It's like someone's rocking the house, like a vibration. So now I'm thinking, yeah, it must be. It must be. You know, it's like weird. Retro. Yeah. Planted life path codes. It's UFOs in blue sky. Check it out. Well, there's lots of things going on at the minute. It's on eyes I like genetic. But you see, more people are resonating with this, and it's not a coincidence, is it? You know what I mean? I'm trying to think what else. My hair. Is anyone having... Everyone knows my hair is naturally curly, but I've just blown it out a little bit. I've not particularly straightened it, but I've noticed when I used to wash my hair and put conditioner on it, I'd put a brush through it and it'd go through. Now, when I'm putting a brush through it, after I've washed it, even when it's wet, I'm like, it just seems really hard to brush. Anyone having that? Because I think it's really odd. And even when I've dried it, I'm like, what is going on with my hair? Why is my brush getting stuck in it? It's got conditioner on it. It's, you know... my hair is turning silver. My hair's turning silver and there's lots of it. You cannot see. You have seen it. It looks like it's dyed again, but it's not. But it's coming in more hair. And it's not grey. It's white silver. My nana, if I can show you a picture of it, I'll see if I can get it. Bless her, she's not here anymore, but her hair, it was salt and pepper, and then if my hair went this white, I mean, white. Yeah, white, really white hair, very dry hair. Yeah, it's weird. Its texture's changing. I know that's to do with white, but I don't mean up here because it's coming in here. Here, when I'm brushing my hair, I'm like, what's going on there? My father had what? Yeah. Oh, flat earth may have changed your go-to white. No, why would I do that? White hair's nice. Holiday Dream, I will send you the bullet point team once you email it. Oh, I'll check it out. I know I'm really rubbish at checking my emails, but I will check it out. I'm trying to sort my printer out because I need to send you something with that bag. I haven't forgot. I don't think I forgot because I haven't. I'm waiting for payday again now. Some nights I feel I've been touched on before any wisecracks I'm seeing. Yeah, I know what you mean, Rachel. The other day, I don't know if I told you this. This is really weird. I don't know if anyone's had this. So I just like sharing things, you know, whether it's weird or not or whatever. We are made up of positive and negative energy. Yes, we are. Everything's about energy. So if you want to vibe on the negative, then that's what happens. You know, you've got to learn to... This is what they didn't tell us. This is what they haven't told us. So everyone's in disease all the time. Disease. And they get disease because they're in a low, you know, thing. It makes you look pale, white hair does. I don't think it does. I think it can. But I think what the thing is, I've seen a lot of women with a tan with silver hair. But I think if you're a woman, sorry out there, who doesn't maybe put a little bit of makeup on, you don't have to put loads on, it can wash you out a little bit, but it lightens your face so much. So to me, you do have to put a little bit of makeup on. And when I've seen women with a little bit of makeup on with the silver hair, it looks beautiful. But it's also that thing of like, my hair's dark, so it would be a shock if I went all silver. I think what I want to do for a laugh is buy next month a cheap wig. Just a cheap one, a silver one, and I'll put it on to see what it looks like, just for a laugh, just to see, like, would I suit it, how different it would look, because it would look different, but it's just like getting used to it. It's like I said before about the systems falling down, everyone worries, it's like it's such a different thing, it's so, can you imagine me with lighter hair, my hair's dark, it'd be such a change, so different, it'd be like, oh God, you know, let's be all mother of dragons. I've had a headache for days. Yeah, they've said about headaches. Yeah, neck pain. Hi. I got a second. Oh, hi. Someone shaking my shoulder. Well, a weird thing happened the other night was I went to bed and sometimes I sleep with an eye mask on, sometimes I have earplugs in and whatever. And it was like I felt oh yeah, don't worry, it's coming, Revel. But it was like I felt something. I know it sounds weird, like I could feel it as if it had fell from above. I know it sounds weird, through the roof and came in my bedroom. And it's like I heard a thud and thought, I didn't look. I did not open my eyes. I just thought, no, I'm just not even. And then the thing started where if I'm laid down, it's like, like I can feel like as if there was a mini earthquake, I'd say, like a vibration. And you're like, what's that? It doesn't last for long, but I'm always like, I'm not asleep. But it's like weird. But I'm not looking. So I don't look. But that happened the other night. That happens a lot. I've even sat on my sofa over there. I think this was months ago. And I was sat there going, and it was like I was going, when I thought, what's that? So is it the vibrations? I don't know. Things I've never felt sweet. Yeah, it's bonkers. And I also, my little one, Finn, I know 5 minutes before he gets up when he's going to come in my room, because I wake up, I have this sense, the sixth sense that a lot of us don't use, feeling that he's going to wake up and he's going to come in. I lie there for a few minutes, next minute he comes in, I open my eyes because I sleep with a sleep mask on, and he's there in front of my face like that. He doesn't say anything, he doesn't come in shouting, he just comes round the side of the bed, says nothing, and just stands there like that. So he could scare you. But I always sense him a couple of minutes before he actually comes in the room, and I know when he's going to come in. So there's a lot of that going on, because it's the energy, it's the feelings. You can sense people's energy, you can sense it as well, I believe. So I don't know what anyone thinks about that, if anyone's had this sort of like, because some people say, oh yeah, it's mini earthquakes. Yeah, I know that's been happening, but it doesn't feel like that. It feels like it's a vibration, like if you had a strong vibration coming through, it'd make you feel a bit, it's a bit like that. And I'm like, what? And ages ago I thought it was just me, but I thought it's not. I can feel it. Yeah, your grandson does that. Massive energy comes through me in the past decade, like being plugged into universal. So yeah. It is bonkers, Dolly. Off at least I felt like there was a package on the porch. There was my son's father sent a gift. This is what I mean. When they said this year's, everyone's tuning into a lot of stuff now, becoming more aware, becoming more like, what's the word? Tuned in, intuitive, and psychic, sort of like, and it's stronger. Do you not think it feels stronger? I do. Because I'll tell you something at the end of this that you're going to love. But I'm just going to look in my book, intuition, and I'm going to see what I wrote down, because like I said, you should start keeping a journal, a diary, whatever, and writing stuff down, because then you can look back, and if anyone said anything, it might add up. It is getting stronger, definitely. I wrote that down somewhere the other day, saying these energies are getting stronger. They're making us stronger as well. So let me see what I wrote the other day. I drew a little picture, and then I wrote, it'll be pretty random this, I don't know what I wrote. Oh, something I wrote about. I feel more and more energies, seeing, feeling things. Eyes are like focusing and unfocusing. Tingles on the head and hands. I talked about all that before, so I've done that bit. I did put, because I've just mentioned this. Tingles. I guess all see what. I don't know what I put there. I don't know what I put. Exciting and more people to connect, and some share our truths. The more we talk about it, the more others will listen and begin to research and begin their path on enlightenment. That's what we were saying before. So I'll come in chat when I've read this, because I don't know what I've done. I put as above, no I haven't, above and below of affects our frequency, and we have to realign. It's all about realigning. When you're out of line, you're not well beings. Our frequencies, tuning into a new station. The glittery hands, not glitter, it's under the skin. Check your bodies, people. This is what I was just writing down. Hi. Also last night got the feeling that, I've just talked about that. The other night I thought something was there. Now I believe it to be vibration and frequency, and as my eyes were closed, it's like I felt a thud. I talked about that. What else have I put? A bit like being in. And there was another one the other night where I was laying there and felt really happy, good things, and it was like something went like an energy out of me. I was feeling happy, and then it reminded me of the film Valerian, you know, where I drew that picture last year, and she blasted her energy out when she sent a message to the universe. I'm just going to get that book for somebody who hasn't seen it. Hang on 1 minute. Now I'm just going to re-show this. Oh my god, Dolly gave me the first wrench. Oh, is last year, 2018, I drew this picture. Never seen the film before, just to show you that things are matching up. This, if you've seen Valerian, you'll know what I'm talking about. Now, you can't tell if it's a man or a woman. When I went to watch this film this year, I thought, I've seen that. The beings at the beginning that were doing ley lines, and they were all in harmony with the earth and the water and all that sort of good stuff. And she blasted an energy out that looked like that. A load of light came out, and light is different colours, like that. And I thought, I've seen it somewhere. And I went back to my book of 2018 when I did this picture, and it's recorded on YouTube somewhere. And went, oh my god, you know, all the consciousness that's ever been and all that sort of stuff, and was like, they did actually look like this, and they did actually have a thing on the pineal gland, and they did actually have twinkly bits on their eyebrows and twinkly glittery skin. And if you go and see that film, you'll understand what I'm talking about right at the beginning of that film. It freaks me out. So just saying that all the consciousness that ever was and ever will be is out there in the ether, and we collect the information in energy form. Codes. That's what I believe. So I just wanted to put that out there. Oh yeah, so I put the Valerian film. She blasted her energy frequencies out as a message or code. The sun has been covered, so we've not been receiving the light codes, but it's still trickling through. They can't stop it. So also what's just coming in now is, when we talk about it can't be stopped, it's a cycle. Well, think about this. If there were scriptures from the Bible times or whatever, the old scriptures that they saved with the truth in. Funny that, because it matches up here on the 3D world, as in the old indictments, people. As above, so below. Anyone get what I'm saying? Because I was like, oh, that's quite funny. And I think we can transmute things, as in, if you're thinking chemtrails, you can transmute it to something else. I'd like to think of it more now like there's some sylphs out there, if anyone's ever heard of that, and they're helping get rid of it. It's all your perception, and if thoughts manifest, you need to pump positivity out. But like I said, it's hard. It is hard. Source projects polarity, negative and positive, because we all know it's dualistic down here, so there's both. Down here, it's how you see it, what lens you choose to see through, and that's what I've been saying. It's your perception of how you see it. Doesn't mean it's right or wrong, it's how you see it, but I'd rather see it in a good light. And it's funny that, because I see when we try to manifest and we put something out to the universe, if we are can I draw this? Let me see if I can draw it. Transmute the negative to positive. Exactly. If we are like this, if this is us, that's you there, right? Projecting what you want to bring in, your positive, the universe to bring back in. So it goes up like this. Up. So the how would you say it? It goes out, but it gets bigger as it goes up. I can't even explain this. So it's like, so it goes out. So when it manifests and comes back down, To me, oh my God, I've just realised what I've just done. Oh my God. I think, does anyone see what I can see? Anyway, I'll do it in a minute. So it manifests back down. Diamond. Manifests back down, but there's more scope coming down. So it can come in many different ways and it doesn't always come in how you think it. Like, you might have asked for, I mean, you're supposed to ask a lot for the earth and, you know, humanity and stuff. But if you were asking for it, just say, example, a computer, but you don't know how you're going to get it. And I've got something at the end to tell you how it manifested. It might be someone giving one away or something like this. It might not be a brand new one. It might not come in the way you want it, but there's lots of scope about. It could be this person over here does it, or you get an opportunity here. There's more opportunity for it to come in. But does anyone realise what this looks like? Oh my God. Someone just mentioned the name before at the beginning of this chat. I just need to check this out. I could be totally wrong. But masculine and feminine, yeah. Not just that, something else. I'm going to keep my eyes on chat to see if anyone's on the same path as my mindset at the minute with what I think I've just seen. Hang on. A pattern. I don't know if this is going to come up. No. No, not that. They steal everything anyway. Let me see. It sort of is. I just had this thing in my head of, are you ready? Hi. Yeah, there's a diamond in the middle. It just reminded me of, are you ready? See. I was blow drying my hair. Hang on. Don't know. I haven't got it on. Right, let me try again. Anybody? Slightly, but I think there's a little bit more added to it. 369 Tesla. I was looking at this one coming down, and there's one going up there, but there is another one. So thought it was that. It just looked a bit similar. Yeah, Tesla pattern, sort of. So let me have a look. Yeah. But then again, if you added another one, I think along here, it would be like the Tesla pattern. That's just what I saw then. I just thought, oh, Tesla pattern. But we know stuff comes from the ether. Do you know what I mean? So you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. But yeah, mandala. Well, we know about that as well. So I don't even know what I was talking about now. So manifestation is very high. What do you all think about the energies this week? Because I'm feeling very, you know, I've had Finn try my patience, but that is a child. But apart from that, which is just, you know, one of them things. And then I wrote down, yeah, you feel good. It's also a hint of Merkaba. Yeah, Merkaba, yeah, Merkaba, yeah. I've talked about that before. Oh, a lot of the words meaning the same things, aren't they? Bye, Revels. Catch you later. I also wrote down, well, we are receiving them. Receiving what? We are receiving them where there's a will, there's a way. You have, I don't know what I've wrote here, this is randomly. You have free will. You will it to be, it will be. It is important to document your changes so you can look back to join the dots. And then I've put in a circle, be well-being. Do you know when we say, oh, you can go on a retreat and it's for, you know, your well-being. We are well-beings, but we've been made to be ill-beings, but we are well-beings. That makes any sense. I claim my abundance and health. Exactly. And affirmations are brilliant to do every morning. And then I've put, see, I've just got odd little notes everywhere because that's how it comes in. We are strengthening our bodies. Our spirit it's been a spiritual war. We are remembering taking our power back, because some people don't know it is a spiritual warfare. They've done a lot on our human bodies, this, that, and if it's a spiritual warfare, they're trying to take us away from source. They're trying to take us away from the natural nature patterns, sources, creation of the natural way. You know, people go on about gender and all that. There is only two. It's in nature. You see it in nature. It's the pattern. All this stuff, it's a spirit, it's a war on our spirits. We are inside this vessel, this avatar, our spirit being, our whatever you want to call it. When you have the energy around you, that also, Witchy Vibe said, which I see as well. I tend to look at it a lot at night. I put my phone in my hand and I'm like, you can see it. Some people call it your aura. Some people call it, she calls it, I love it, she calls it your etheric self, your etheric body that emanates round you. It's your energy. Hi Dolly James, the Watchman here. Hi. And you can feel it. Normally when you look at it, you get tingles in your fingers. So, you know, it's a spiritual warfare. They're trying to take everything away from us. They're trying to break our spirits with all the negativity and all the crap that they put out there. That's why people are depressed. That's why people are in disease and getting ill, and then they're going on Big Pharma, and we all know what that one's about. They are breaking our spirits, and our spirit is what we really truly are, and that's why they're doing it. Elevate your mind, heart, soul and spirit. Exactly. You've got to elevate. When they talk about the ascension, this is what it means. I don't believe we're going off to other planets. It's being aware, ascending, elevating yourself in positivity and stop staying in the lower chakras, the lower, whatever you want to call it, in this dense place. And then the more we do that, the more things will change here. The more it will be what we want it to be. You know? Yes, I hide out at home a lot. Yeah, and the thing is, we have to get back out there to... Because I believe all this connecting with people's eyes, people don't look at each other. That's why you could be sending a light code to someone, I believe. And it's just that we go to be a hermit, but we do have to get back out there and start being there again. Because your energy, when you're out, if you can pump it out positively, I can't even say it. Even if you don't know you're doing it, but you're feeling that vibe, it'll affect people around you. Believe it or not, it'll affect the people around you. And if you're out somewhere and you can... try to be positive and talk most positive, even when people are being bad, it will affect them. Kill them with kindness, as they say. I said this to a friend who's a bit down, and she said her boss was really awful. I'm going to be talking about awful bosses soon as well. It's a battleground, yeah. I will come in a minute. Yeah, Luciferian, exactly. I said to my friend, look, if you've got a bad boss, just be nice. Even though you need to grit your teeth, just pump it out. Because in the end, they might come to that thing where they go, oh, well, Rachel, why is this person being so nice to me? Like, I'm being really awful, blah, blah, blah. And they might think, you know what? Maybe I'll give up this being nastiness because it's not working. It's not working. Hang on a minute. Dolly, do you still make the notebook journals? I'd rather support you to buy than buy. Oh yeah, I do. Yeah, I've got to try and make some this weekend. I've only done 3, I think, with everything else that I'm doing. But yeah, hang on, I'll show you for those who might not know what I'm waffling on about. Elevation of consciousness above drama. Yes, that is what we've got to do. Because like I said, I'm trying to get stock together, so, you know, but there is, people have seen this one. There's this one, with the moon on. And it's tea-stained papers, so it's not got a load of stuff in it because it's plain, so you can put your own stuff in and you've got places to write. Oh yes, you've missed a lot. You might have to go back, JP. Little birdies on the front. But this is where I say I believe a lot of my energy are on the stuff that I make because I love making them. So it's on it. There's this one not finished yet. A cat one, an old book. Got a little bit more in it, but I don't like them too overfilled because you can put your own stuff in. A little one, I'm going to be doing a lot more of these because these are quite thin. And these are like the Traveller's Notebooks. Got a little fairy on the side. You know, so you can jot your little notes down in your little notebooks. It's got a little tag hanging off there. So yeah, and I'm also going to be doing, for people who might want to buy some of my journals or journals that you buy or whatever, or if you are into scrapbooking or diary keeping, I'm going to be doing some ephemera as well, you know, embellishments and things. I've done these ones called Ballerina Roses and Bows, all handmade. Don't know if you can see the pink not showing up properly in this light. But I'm trying to get all the stuff together, so that's why I've been busy. Dolly, I actually say imprint, not just our energy, but also part of the consciousness. Yeah. To me, it means the same thing. Do you know what I mean? We imprint our energy on everything we do. So when you're being positive, that's why some people say, "Oh, if you get if you get handmade and it's heart made." Do you know what I mean? If you went in a charity shop and I do that, and you pick up an item, some people say, "Oh, be careful of the energy," and it's like, well, yeah, you could like smudge it or something, but that's because depending on the person that had that energy could be residing. So if you've ever brought anything and you're feeling bad energy in the house, it could be something you brought in and you might have to clear it. Do you know what I mean? Because energy resides. We don't die when we die, we reside, the energy stays. So that's how I see it. So so I will be doing more notebooks, but you know how to contact me, Rachel, so that's fine if you see anything or you want to wait till I've got some stuff out. Then I wrote something on this page which was, because also keep it by your bed, because something might come in and you forget your dreams, and I do that all the time. I think, why didn't I have my book next to me? I've just put, we are alchemizing, transmuting it. We are under pressure from dark forces, if you want to say, from negative energies. And then I think of films like the X-Men. Why are they putting things out there of mutants and people mutating and they're all the weird ones? Is that not what's going on, shiny hands people? They have to put it in people's heads that mutants are bad. I mean, in the film, obviously, they're heroes, but you know what I mean? They're trying to say that they're bad. They're not normal because they have these powers. I believe we all have powers. They've suppressed it. You know, people have powers of telepathy. There's all different things, and people may have it stronger than others, but people may have other things. Anyone's on the same wavelength. So I just think, yeah, Mutant Ninja Turtles, the X-Men especially, because they have all the ones in it. They have levitation. I think we used to do that. Coming back, we have telepathy. Yes, we have, I don't know, there's many things out there. People hearing different voices and all that. So that, the X-Men makes me think, you look at the powers that they have, and it's like, are they the powers that we had and we are regaining again? It's a bit, you know, anyone get what I'm saying? Yeah, so, I put eye-to-eye contact. Remember the song, eye-to-eye contact? We're supposed to have eye-to-eye contact because I believe we're giving each other codes. And it's the energy. No one looks at each other anymore, so everyone's miserable. Do you know what I'm saying? Sunglasses are stopping the light codes. I've never really worn glasses. I've never really been into it. I've got them, but I don't really wear them. I've never been, I thought, you know. What else was there? There was something else. A song that popped in my head the other day. You're really going to laugh. And I'm actually going to find it now and go through the lyrics. Not singing it, I'm just going to say it. Do you remember? It came in my head. And that's when I think things are put in my head when it comes out. Do you remember? Yeah, smiling is critical. Yes, it is, because when someone smiles, you can't help but smile. And even if you smile, if you're feeling rubbish, it still makes you feel better. You can't not smile and not feel good. Fact. So, this song, who remembers? Let me find it. And this is what I believe we're doing right now. You're going to laugh at this. You ready? When people say, Trump's not here to save the world, Trump's not... No, we the people are going to do it, and we're going to do it by... I'm going to have to switch this down. I'm going to say it in a minute. I've paid my dues. Time after time. I've done my sentence. But committed no crime. And bad mistakes. We've all made mistakes. Listen to the words. I've made a few. I've had my share of sand kicked in my face, but I've come through. Yep, Queen. And I need to go on and on and on and on. We are the champions, my friends. And we'll keep fighting on till the end. That's what we're doing. We are the champions, my friends. No time for losers. Because we are the champions of the world. We are. We are the champions of the world. We're doing it. But listen to this, because this reminds me of celebrities, what they were saying. I've taken my bows, celebrities, and my curtain calls. Yeah, we're the champions. You brought me fame and fortune and everything that goes with it. I thank you all. But it's not been a bed of roses. We know in them places it's not. No pleasure cruise. People think it is being a celebrity. It's not. I consider it a challenge before the whole human race. What was he saying? And I ain't going to lose. And I need to go on and on and on. We do go on and on and on and on. We are the champions, my friends. We are the champions, my friends. Yeah, sing along. And we'll keep on fighting till the end. They won't break our spirit. And they know this. We're more powerful, I believe. We are the champions. That's Roxanne, the globalist denier. We are the champions. No time for losers. Because we are the champions. We are the champions of the world. So that popped in my head the other day. So it was obviously, let's say, channeling it or what other people say. But it just pops in, and that's how the messages work. You get a song and you're like, that's the energy that I was receiving, was Queen with that song. And I thought, oh yeah, we are the champions of the world. We are winning. We, the people, are doing it. I need to go and look at the lyrics. So if a song pops in your head out of nowhere, go and read the lyrics. Energy Souls, yeah. Do you remember the advert? Something like, it could be saying this wrong, I don't know if it was batteries or what, I don't know. Ariston, and on and on. We are batteries, and we go on Duracell. We don't run out. We go on and on and on. It's another reason why the sun is so important. Yes, that's what I said before. The sun, we are like solar panels. It gives us energy. And everything, and they know that, and that's why they've been bringing the little weather machine chemtrail things in, or whatever the hell they do. Pretty good, thanks. How about yours? Oh, sorry, you're having a conversation. So yeah, I don't even know if I've come on talking about what I wanted to talk about. Oh, and then I said, I've talked about this before, we're cutting cycles. So I drew a little picture of, you know, when we see the picture of the human body with a circle around, this is a cycle, but there is a cycle of life. There's a natural cycle of life, as we know, looking in nature. But we've had a false layer matrix put on our cycle to keep us in the cycles. And I've put break the cycles of the layered fear. With aligning coming to centre, because your little human body here, with the natural cycle, when you bring in the all in, it comes into the heart, it comes into centre, going back to centre, going to back what we are. Yeah, the flower of life, yeah. But they've put a false one over us, I believe. I put the Tower card, talked about that before, talked about the manifestation coming in. It's like a lens and it comes down, talked about that before. Talked about Calais. But yeah, so I think I've talked about everything I wanted to talk about. I am going to pull a card. But it's just to say, people, get on a high frequency. As I keep saying, if you're looking at people, don't go and troll them. If you resonate with a channel, resonate. If you don't, leave it. You don't need to leave nasty comments. I'm not saying about anyone in this chat. I'm just saying it is going on, and it's a chat I'll be talking about sometime over the weekend, maybe, about bullying, trolling. It's all the same thing. Why are people doing it? You're either a paid shill or you just love it because you're coming from a lower energy, which it does nothing for you, which you will find out in the end. You're just going to keep on that loop of hate because you don't like yourself. That's what it is. Oi, Dolly. Hey, where we go one week? Whoa. Oh, before I pull a card. Now, some people might not know who this woman is, and I'm not going through the whole story of who it is. If you know, you know. The abuse that she had as a child and this, that and the other and blah, 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 blah. Oh, Roseanne Barr, I don't believe she's bad, actually. I believe that whoever put that stuff about Roseanne Barr and other people, I think it was mirrored. It wasn't her, and it could have been the guy in the background, the guy that she used to work with. I can't remember, but she's not. She had Q earrings on the other day. She went, well, maybe these earrings. She had Q earrings in. I think that was a bit of a test as well. Changed our true DNA. Yeah, bringing it back. So, let me find it. Like I said, some people might not know who it is, but I'll just throw this in there. I'm not going to say anything. Trump, 14th of June. June 1946. Age 72 years. Just putting that out there. And then we have Sarah Ruth Ashcroft, if anyone knows who she is. Have you seen this? I'm going to read it out. Are you ready? Yeah, backwards. I'm not going through the whole story, who she is. Those that know. If I told you that there are people alive today who have already lived, in brackets, a version of the future. You know, we're going about this time machine thingy-majiggy. The future. Left Earth, met with Jesus or whatever you want to say it is, and then came back at an earlier point in time and dropped breadcrumbs in TV, music, and movies for us to find later. Would you believe me? Genuine question. I put, yeah, I would. Strange things are happening. So, just saying, that was quite a good one. I was like, This is not witchcraft, this is God. I have a reason to believe this is the objective truth of our reality, and that everyone alive today is connected to each other. Yes. Simply connected to each other. Simply because we are all alive. Now, the Bible is a future history record in the past. Because we all know it does match up and join the dots. You don't have to be religious to know that and know that they try to twist things. Just throwing that out there. Oh yeah, that's why I read it out. It says the 14th of June, the 14th of June, Donald Trump, date of birth, the 14th of June, 1946, makes him age 72. Just throwing that out there. Then also, Donald Trump calls Prince Charles the Prince of Wales. Not Wales as in, you know, UK and Wales. The Prince of Wales. What could this mean? Could that be a jab at, like, you're not really the true prince? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trolling you. Yeah, this is, you know, quite funny out there at the minute. We're sitting back, we're watching the show, we're having the popcorn. I was saying to someone today, it's just great, and you can just see what's going on. It is theatre, but it's hilarious. Not all of it's hilarious, obviously, but you're looking going, now what are the mainstream media going to say? Oh, what are the left going to say now? Oh, they're still going on about that. Oh, they're still, this is getting quite good, people. You know, watch CERN very, very carefully. I've seen CERN, I've seen the tunnel thing, seen all that sort of stuff. Yes, seen all that. And just let me see if there was anything else before I pull a card. Someone sent me this, I just have to show you it because it's quite funny, you know. Trigger some people. It says, sorry for the, get in, pussy. We're making America great again. President Trump, yes. Yeah, Luciferian hellhole. That's what they were doing, Luciferian. Oh yeah, this was reported as well. You know, they've got to put things out there, not put things out there, twist it up, whatever. Maybe, this is USA Today, maybe we are alone after all. Oh right, so we're alone after all now, are we? Planets that could sustain alien life, much rarer than thought. Oh, because they've also been saying there's not that many planets as they thought there were. Really? Maybe ours only holds 7 in ours, or whatever, the 7, I don't know. Just saying, they have to put the crap out there. Daddy Dragon's done another video, you should check that out. Oh, there's just loads and loads and loads. So, yeah, so anyway, I haven't even looked. So, I'm going to pull a card, and then I'm going to go, and then I'm going to be doing a chat on expectations. Stop putting expectations on yourself and other people, and stop worrying about other people's expectations of you. Get rid of it. I'm going to be doing a chat on that. I'm going to be doing a chat on, because if you're saying your spiritual does not make you a weak person, some people think it does. No, it doesn't. You're allowed to be strong and spiritual. There's an energy around us, and we don't want people sucking it and taking it. So don't think we're no doormat, because we ain't, and there will be people that talk about it. Also, we're going to be talking about bullying and trolling, especially in communities, because something's gone on in the Flat Earth community, and it goes on in all communities, and it's wrong, you know? So I'm going to be talking about that. People are in the same community hating on people. It's ridiculous. And it's low negative vibing, you know? So who are you? Who are you? Are you a shill? Do you enjoy being in lower negativity areas, or are you paid to divide? Because if you ain't uniting, you're dividing, and that's a fact. And what people have got to realise is there are paid people out there. You know, those of us that know. So, just saying. Trump said they are guilty of many, many crimes, and you would see, and you could see he was really having to hold back. They are, and that's what I say. If you know about Q and you know what's really gone on behind the scenes with the children and stuff like that, it's sickening. That's why I says these people are sick. People don't want to know because they choose to bury their head in the sand. Well, they're going to have to wake up to it. Got to be. Well, it is being brought down. So where we go one, we go all. Whoop whoop. Where we go one, we go all. Please explain what. It means where we go one, we go all. Uniting people. Is that what you're saying? It's about intention, not expectation. Yeah, it is. And that's why one of the biggest chats I want to do is expectations. So that will be coming hopefully this weekend, and I will get that out because I want people to realise it's going to make you feel better anyway. So healthy masculine energy, healthy female energy. You've got both of it in you. Needs to align instead of being disaligned, which is what they've been doing. Trump's playing slowly, but it's coming. Oh yeah, he's playing. What the reason why he's doing it slowly is to catch all the evidence and everything of what they've been doing over time, and also, like the mainstream media, they're just digging a deeper hole, and if people are not even waking up to Q or nothing, it doesn't matter. They're waking up to the mainstream media, going, "Hang on a minute, this is getting a bit like, yeah, keep digging a hole for yourself. Once your money's run out and all that stuff, bye bye." All the elite countries that have LH. Oh right, and currently the ones who are building are wanting to spend them. Oh right, you're talking about that. Okay. Yeah, grounding tips. We were talking about grounding because grounding doesn't just mean going out in nature, taking your shoes off, bare feet, people, not through your shoes. It also means if you're meditating or you want to sit in a quiet one's fell on the floor, a quiet place, you imagine you're grounding your feet into the earth and into the ether. You can do it both ways. So one's just fell out. There are now 6 completed. Oh, 2 fell out. Ooh, the Ace of Stones. The Pilgrim. The Page of Scrolls. We were talking about scrolls before, but it's a colour purple, people. And I was talking about butterflies before, and the sky is purple. Purple is red and blue. Divine feminine, divine masculine. You mix red and blue together, it makes purple. That's how I see this card. We're all on our journey. We're all on our path. She's on a path. There's a lot of baggage there as well, but that needs to be gone. As you go down the path, you can drop a little bag off one at a time. You don't need it all. Lighten your load. This is how it's coming in. I don't even read the things anymore. I'm just like, I see what I see now. But she's also got a little she's got a staff to help her on the way. She has a little lamp in her hand, you know, seeing the light. What else is there? There is a kingdom in the background, but lighten your load, people. Drop that baggage from before, like I was saying before, all connecting. And the next one is the Ace of Stones. I mean, what can you see here? Stones, crystals are very important. Everything has energy on it, no matter if it's a pebble. You don't have to have crystals, you can have pebbles. It's the stones is earthly. It's earthly. A stone is earthly. This is an earthly card element. The sun's behind it. Blasting the sun. We are talking about grounding, earthing. This is what we are as well. The sun connects to it as well. We need the sun, if you can see. Ace. I will just find the book actually and just read what it says, just out of curiosity. But it's your perception of things, isn't it? So let me see if I can find it, because it's Ace of Stones, which is important. But stones is an earthly Ace of Stones. So let's see what it says. The Ace of Stones depicts a sacred megalith, I can't even say what it says, like those found in Stone Age circles located in which they're to do with energy, many parts of the world. The Ace of Stone reaches the morning sky, warmed by brushstrokes of soft sunlight, I can't even say what it said, sorry. The beginning of a new day or cycle. Was that not what we're talking about? Every day is a new day that you can change things and cycles. The sacred stone appears as an outcrop of a hillock covered by lush spring flora. It's a sense bristling with the energies of fresh beginnings. Is that not what I was saying? And the promise of endless possibilities. Yes, endless possibilities with what you're manifesting when you're on that higher frequency. Possibilities in your reading. This very positive, affirming card indicates abundance. You can expect to attain your immediate goals with thoughtful planning and flexibility. This is what I was just talking about. Boom, boom. And just because I like 369, so I've got the 369, we'll get another one out of this card. Hi, I'm going in a minute. So you can see me shuffling. Shuffling. Oh. 2. Oh. Well, I'll show you that one in a minute. But we have Ace of Mirrors here. Ace of Mirrors. We've been saying a lot of things have been mirrored. I won't put my spin on it. I'll read this one out of the book. Mirrors. Ace of Mirrors. You'll be getting the aces. I'll come in chat in a minute. As with all aces, the Ace of Mirrors heralds a new beginning. There you go again. Can't get away from it. While the Suit of Stones navigates the physical realm, the Suit of Mirrors reflects the watery currents of the feelings and the tides of human emotion. Is that not what we were talking about? We've got the human realms and the spiritual realms. On this card, you meet Delphine, I don't even know what it says, a water nymph and daughter of Gaia. An Ace of Mirrors means either new romantic love. Oh, that's quite funny what I was saying at the beginning of this show. Symbolised by the 2 candles. or a steady flow of creative energy. The turtle knows good fortune both in water and on land. The sea plants to either side of Delphine symbolise subterranean energy, influence, a new project. There you go. Yay. This one, stones again. Look at all the green and the animals. Green. Because it's an earthly one. But stones again. Stones. What did I say it was? 8 of stones. Pretty painful. 8 of stones. Stonehenge is a living testament to the ingenuity of the ancients. Well, a lot of things is to do with ancient stuff. The inviting scene is alive with a flurry of pictograms, is it? Including one of the red deer. Oh yeah, sorry, the pictures on the card, but it is energy from, before. His altars were used to make picks to unearth the foundations of these huge stones, other tools, and a clay crucible symbol. The end of the Stone Age technology. Accordingly, this card says a new and exciting change is on your horizon. What horizon? A flat one. See, new things again, that's all the cards saying, new things. Encouraging card to have. The 8 of Stones suggests a successful endeavour may be nearing its conclusion. Oh, it sure is. And that now is a good time to think about your transition. Yeah? Woohoo! Yeah. Oh, I'm back. Are you talking about Avalon and Glastonbury and the solstice? Yes, and the summer solstice is high in energy. The new moon, is it next week, next Monday? Pump some good, all of the energies. I've never been to Stonehenge, but apparently I have. I haven't, but I have, because my mum said, you have been. I went, I haven't. She went, you did go. When you can actually go in it now. You used to be able to go up to it properly before, you can't now. Years ago, when I was a fetus in my mummy's tummy, she went, so she said, you were there? Yeah, sort of, as in my mum's tummy. So I was there. And there you go. So I'm just saying. So all the cards doing what we were talking about. No, it's not a coincidence. Yes, it is about energy. Yes, we've got to get on a higher frequency. We are ascending higher on our frequencies. That's what we've got to keep doing. No matter if we have hard days, we've got to get back up. As I said, we go up and down, so don't worry about it. You've just got to learn to get around it. Where's the... and I'll do one of these because I've not done them for ages before I go. Nature's Whispers, seen as, the Mother Earth is very important. So let's see what we get. I don't know how far it is. Farish. Far. Yeah. Ah, standing stones. Yeah, something's calling you, go. You do it in your own garden though, you don't need to go to places. You can earth outside and do that good thing. Stones and whatever. So oh, it was this one that jumped. Oh, well, there we go again. 18, everybody. Not 17, 18. Looks a bit like Sophia. We've had this one before. Green. New experiences and possibilities. Ba-boom, boom. Looking forward to Mount Rushmore, people. Oh, yes. And look what's there. A little butterfly. We are blooming. Oh, yes. So what I'd like to share with you quickly before I go is, do you remember I was talking about a course I wanted to do at college, but I needed the funding really, because I'd be a bit like, well, guess what? I got a phone call the other day, and it was like the teacher, and she was like, "Are you feeling positive?" I was like, "Do you want good news? We're going to fund you. Hey, going back to college. Whoop, whoop." So there you go. And a lot of other things as well. She wants to buy some of my cards and my bag and put me in contact with different things and stuff. So it's all good, people, because you've got to pump it out there and not let any negative thoughts, feelings of anything come into it. So there you go. Manifestations are high, and all that good stuff. So get doing it, folks. So yeah, so I'm going to say night. Yeah, thank you. So like I said, chat coming on expectations. Being spiritual doesn't mean you're a walkover, and also about bullying and trolling, so which is to do with energies again. Thank you. So I will see you all soon. I'm going to go and chill out now. Amazeballs, I know it's amazeballs, everybody. So yeah, try and keep your frequencies high. If not, just rest and don't worry about it. We're all doing it. Remember, we are the champions of the world, folks. They put it out there in songs for us. So if you get a message in your head through a song, go and look at the lyrics. If you can't remember, if it's an old song, thinking, why has that just popped in? Go and look at the lyrics and you'll be like, oh my God, yeah. So, you're welcome, and I shall see you at some point over the weekend. I don't know when. That's just putting pressure on myself. I'm not going to do it. So thank you. Thanks. So yeah, love you all and see you soon. Bye.